Hello guys. Today we're on the SciCraft Creative server, and we got something pretty cool to show you in the latest snapshot in 15w39c, that is. And where should we start?
Yeah, started all this afternoon when Mr. Francesco98 sent me a link showing me a glitch in the game. So if you would press a button, you would get sucked in by a piston and transported upwards if you stand in the middle of a block.
Yeah.
As you can see.
So it's actually sufficient if you're not blocked by something else, so you could also stand on the side.
Yep.
And would end up on top. Except the iron block here would be in the way. So
yeah,
that's one part,
yeah.
right?
So the first what I thought was that it would be interesting to use zero ticks. So over there, yeah, want to make a transportation system. And we have a simple zero-tick pulse generator, which transports you through a block.
Okay. And, well, what happens if we turn this into a larger thing is what you can see here.
Yeah, it was
So
the
the
first
zero-tick
idea.
generator is a sticky piston. No, sorry, it's a normal piston with two sand blocks and an update piston. And maybe Vince, can you show us?
And he's gone.
Yeah. And the
that's
minecart
awesome.
here is actually just a visual glitch, I think. Or no, isn't.
Okay,
Okay.
also go. So
Oh, because you guys pressed it twice. It's actually meant to be pressed only once, but yeah. So I'll also show it. So we press the button, hop in the minecart, and there we go. And as you can see, the chunks barely manage to load in time, so we should see some weird glitches soon. And we actually made this track about 1 kilometer long, but it shouldn't take more than a few seconds.
sand waves are cool.
Yeah, they are pretty amazing. And we're at the end. So that was about 1 kilometer of a ride.
Traveling speed should be 40 meters per second. So we activate each piston with 1 game tick delay.
Yeah. So as you can see, I'm at set minus 1,300 approximately. If I teleport back to the beginning, I'm at less than 300. So it was a bit more than 1 kilometer. But we thought that is actually a bit too slow, right?
Yeah. So next step was to using something with a bigger hitbox, which is a boat. And now, as you can see, the pistons are spaced out one more. And maybe Vince wants to do the first, right? Yeah, that's 60 meters per second traveling speed.
So I'll also show it from the inside perspective. And bye-bye. Yeah, it sometimes gets a bit stuttery when you're riding it.
Yeah, the chunk loading
way
of
too
this
fast.
version is bad.
Oh yeah.
It's too fast.
The server's really having some fun here. Come on. Oh, I'm already at the end. So that was 1 kilometer as well. And I mean, there are already some contests by other people out there, but I think they haven't shown it publicly yet. But yeah, that's the version we came up with, and I think it's pretty simple. So Mango, care to explain how it's working?
Yeah, sure. So we power the pistons with zero-tick, and the players just transport it through it because the boat has a 2-byte hitbox. Even a piston, if it's 1 block away, can grab the boat and transport it through the piston.
Yeah. And so everything we have here in the beginning is just to make two separate signal lines. And the only thing they're good for is basically to create a 1 game tick delay between these two lines. So that's the other thing. So actually 1 piston retracts every game tick, which means 20 pistons per second and 3 blocks per piston. So we end up at 60 blocks per second.
Yep. Then the next step was going back to an elevator system. So since that worked so fine, we made a 60 meters per second elevator. Yeah, over there you can see first rough tries, which were working, and then we made a better version. So let's just see. Yep.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah,
And the concept is the same. Like this. Yeah, so our final version is then over here. And we just wrapped it in some glass so it don't fall out, but actually it doesn't happen. And if we press the button here, we should go up to the build limit in a few seconds. And we're there.
We start at Y30 and we should be up in less than 4 seconds.
Yep. So this one is also 60 meters per second without any auxiliary means. No boats, no minecarts. Yeah, the snapshot is a bit buggy, so sometimes clients disconnect by chance. Yeah, but now we actually have a problem. We get up here in about 4 seconds, but falling down takes quite some time. And that makes you get a better position. Well, we tackled this by actually making a downward elevator with the same concept. So Mango's standing on a block which will get retracted, so he will fall down. Vince standing on the anti-elevator. And, well, ready when you are.
So Vince was the clear winner.
Yeah. I don't know how long it takes to fall down all this way, but it's probably 8 to 10 seconds, I would guess.
We could calculate it, but it didn't. I guess, yeah, about that.
Yeah, so it's at least twice as long as you take with this elevator. And actually, let me get up. So I just went to survival mode, and as you can see, no damage or anything. It's working perfectly fine. Now, of course, moving upwards is not a big issue, but moving downward at 60 meters per second, one might think that one takes some damage, but let's see. Nope, not a single heart. And the reason is that for the game, you are not actually moving, but rather being translocated. So the piston simply changes your position, but you have no velocity, and therefore you don't take any damage, which is highly convenient. So, yeah, again, we're using in this case 3 signal lines, and they are all delayed by 1 game tick with respect to the other one. But they're not pulsing or anything, but just activating these pistons in order. And yeah, here we have all the slime block stuff, which just proceeds the signal upwards. But this way has one slight disadvantage, and that is that only one player can ride it at a time, or one group of players, because you have to wait for the system to reset after a bit more than 4 seconds. And that's just because of the pulse extender we put in here, because if the pistons would retract too early, the system would fail and you would get stuck.
Yeah, that's just very rough redstone.
Yeah, it's really just a concept. That's why it's not looking so pretty. And of course, you could hide all the stuff below the elevator and wouldn't have to see it all the time. But I guess that's it, what we have to show for you. And yeah, did I forget anything?
No, that's it.
Okay, then hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.